Hello. Hi. It is Generations by Melissa Lorello Designs. I'm just going to give it a couple minutes to see if anybody pops on here. This is, again, I'm not scheduled, so I've been doing just impromptu lives until I get the swing of things here to get them scheduled. I never know when I'm going to pop on, so anyway, that's my story and I'm sticking to it. I'm sorry, it's been a long day. I was with my grandkids today, two of them, and we had a busy day. We started out this morning picking blueberries. And hey Karen, how are you? I was passing time until I saw a couple people pop on, but we started our day with Ben and Ella picking blueberries this morning. I wanted that experience with them, and then they saw the play area, and then it was, I'm done with blueberry picking, let's go play. So they, where I took them was where I had my show this past weekend, and I saw everything they had to offer for kids, and I thought, oh, how neat. So I'm like, I watch the kids on Tuesdays, so let me take the kids out there. So they had these really cool like slides that the kids could go down. They go down on tubes, and they actually put like suds. They water it and put suds on the bottom, so they fly down down these things. And it was so funny because I was videoing it, but I had my camera here, and my eyes were watching here, not on the camera, and because I wanted to see their faces, and their faces were so adorable and like scared, but so fun. Like it was just like, like, and the screaming, you know, of sort of terror, but fun terror, you know how that goes. But when I sent it home to my husband, to Lou, and to their mom, they couldn't see their face. They could hear everything, and they heard my hysterical laughing, of course. But but anyway, that's what we did. We played all day, and then we had lunch there, which was great. So, oh, Karen, you're tired, and I popped up. I'm sorry. Go to bed. Go to bed. I'm not going to do anything fancy. As a matter of fact, my I changed my mind. I don't know if I changed my mind. Here's the thing. Let me get to this, okay? And not about my day today. This is such a small piece, and I was telling you guys about the blending, and I'm thinking there's not a lot of surface to blend. I mean, there is, but there's not. I mean, there's just not a surface. Hey, Jess, how are you, hon? Long time no see. We have to get together for a drink, coffee, something. So anyway, there's not a lot of surface on here, and as you can see, I put the mirror up. That's what I've been doing the past half hour, was putting things back together. And you're probably wondering why, because Melissa, myself, I usually don't paint furniture when it's all together. I know a lot of people do. I just have not done it that way. But I think I'm going to change my tune this time and see how it goes. And the reason for that is I think I'm going to put this on the top. I think I'm going to do this on the top of it to make it interesting. Ella, I don't know if you guys all know this, but Ella's mom was a superb dancer. I thought that's what she was going to go for and do in her life because she traveled across the country dancing and everything like that. Well, now Ella is stepping. Oh, it's only 6:20 there, Karen. I'm so sorry. I thought you were like ready for bed. But Ella has stepped into her mom's shoes. Now, Ella's only 4, so she was allowed to start dancing when she was 3. They have to be, you know, potty trained, out of diapers, all that. Well, Ella was out of diapers by like 1 something, like maybe 1, even before 1. I don't know. She was very early. But anyway, she couldn't start dance until 3. So last year was her first, and she loved it. So she's stepping into her mom's shoes. Now, whether she'll go and travel across the country, I don't know. Chelsea danced at Disney, I think 3 times, danced all like in New York City. She was fabulous. So anyway, I'm thinking about putting this decoupage paper on the top. My issue is, you know, I have to have an issue, right? My girl wants pink. She wants a pink vanity. So I can do all of this pink, right? I can do all this pink. But this, if you can see it, isn't she the cutest thing? Whiskers the ballerina. I just love her. So she has all this light pink. Oh, it's folding up on me. She has all this like white tutu and light pink in here. But out here you have your greens and your, you know, hi Gabriel. She has like, out here with the blending, you have your greens and like almost blacky browns and things like that. So what I was doing before I popped on here, I promise you I was going to paint tonight. I had my palette. I was ready to roll. I held my stick up at their house today, and the color we chose was just a little dark. And it doesn't have to be matchy because I think it's going to sit on another wall, and whether, hi Gabriel, whether it does or not, will you seal and pour resin over it or glass over paper? I think I'm just going to seal it with a regular sealer. What I will probably seal it with, let me look. I think I'm just going to seal it with I Love You Mystic Shell and probably put maybe 3 coats of that on. I don't think I'm going to do resin, and I don't think I'm going to do glass. And the reason I don't think I'm going to do glass is because these lift up. These are her little storage things on the sides that lift up. So I couldn't get a full piece of glass. And if I only did from here to here, yeah, I don't know. And this is going to go the whole way across. I mean, I'm going to cut the decoupage paper here where the drawers lift up. I may have to bring it down over the lip to fit her little paws. Because if not, then I'm going to have to cut off her paws, and I don't want to do that. So here, it's not going to look that pink. I could get some dusty rose colors in there, but then out here, we're going to have your darker shades of green and everything. And I don't know if you can tell, but it went from the pink that she wanted to match here to like this lighter shade. I just added some white to it. It's still wet. I was playing with colors. So what I'm thinking, and please help me out. Sorry, I have to sit Indian style. I can't sit on my ankles anymore. So what I'm thinking is decoupaging that on the top, okay? And then doing the pinks and everything down here, but I'm thinking about doing a whole bunch of texture instead of blending. It'll sort of be blended, but doing a whole bunch of texture, doing like a whole bunch of darker colors underneath, and doing it so they sort of like protrude out a little bit. So then when I put the final coat on, that pink, that main color pink that she wants so badly on this, when I go to sand it, some of that darker color will come out. I don't know. I'm thinking this in my head. So help me out if anybody has any ideas. Like I said, this all came to me in a matter of like seconds, because I'm like, it's such a boring little piece, and she's not a boring little girl. She is the sweetest little thing, but she is so not boring. She knows what she wants, and she loves kitty cats, and her mom won't let her have a kitty cat. They have a dog. They just got a new puppy. They got a new Bernie Doodle. And it's just a pup. But she wants a kitty cat so bad. So if she wants to see kitty cat, she has to come to G's house, or she has to go to my mom's house. Or her Aunt Madison has kitty cats, because some of the family on her dad's side is allergic, so they can't have kitty cats at their house. So I thought this little print of this kitty cat Whiskers, oh, is so cute, and that she would love it in the little ballerina. Isn't it cute? Practice that on an old spindle or leg to something else first. Yeah, Karen, I'm not about practicing. I just want to do it. I just want to do it. And then the funny thing is, I put it together and I just looked down here and there's a piece I missed putting on. So I'm going to have to take the mirror back off anyway. I'm going to have to take that off because this sits back there somewhere like underneath the mirror. So I'm going to have to take it apart anyway. But this will be the first me painting a piece of furniture with it together, and the drawer, like I can take the drawer out obviously, but I don't know. So I think I'm going to do a lot of like dabbing paint on and then blending it a little bit. And we're just going to see. It's for a 4-year-old. I mean, I know she's going to sit here and paint her nails and things like that. So yeah, I'm going to put a few coats of the Mystic Shell top coat on. And hopefully that'll give it enough protection on top. I'm crossing my fingers. But down here, I know that fingernail polish is going to get spilled. I know it. And if I just do one solid color of this pink color and her purple nail polish or her green nail polish goes down over it, she's going to get really upset. So if it's sort of not muddled looking, because muddled would be like brown, but if I do the stippling, like stippling all over it, I'm going to have to trust the process, and hopefully you guys trust the process with me and we can just go with it and do it that way. So that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to come on here tonight, tell you there was a change of plans. Melissa, I'm sorry, I'm talking third person. I do it a lot. I get something going in my head and I'm like, change of plans. So that's what I'm going to do. I was trying to match these colors with all the I Love You paints, and I think I have 10 up there. I tell you what I have. I have Back Roads by the JJ Bean collection. These are all I Love You paints. So I have Back Roads, which is this one. These are all the greeny kind of, I have Gray 51, and this is just from I Love You. This is for the bottom where you get into the rosy colors. I have Willow. This is from the New Beginnings collection of I Love You. I have Fortune Sage. Now, I'm not going to use all these, but this is what I have. Hi, Chris. I have, what do I have? I have Fortune Sage, if I didn't already have that one pulled. Okay. And then for like the really dark areas, I have Dark Chocolate. I'm telling you, I have too many paints pulled that I have to choose from. So if you guys have any favorites that I'm pulling and you think they're the ones that should go with it, by all means, shout them out. I have Cactus Green, and I think this one matches really, really well. This is from the Renewed Spirit collection from I Love You. And if you guys haven't tried these paints yet, they are phenomenal. I have Majestic Mountain from the New Beginnings collection of I Love You. And if you're wondering what I'm talking about, if you haven't been following I Love You or you have no idea what I Love You paint is, they have different collections of different artists. That's what I'm talking about when I say, like, this one's from Indigo Creek collection, Stony Creek. So this is like a darker one as well. So what I'm trying to do, and then I pulled this one because it's really dark. It's called Worn Leather, excuse me. And this is from JJB collection. So that's Worn Leather. So what I'm trying to do is match all of these colors that are in here. And I know it's hard to see because of the light that's behind or in front of me. I'm getting a big glare, but all of these colors then are down here. These are like your dusty roses and everything. And then up here are all your greens, browns, and things like that. And then, of course, I don't really have to blend anything with Miss Whiskers here, but that's what I'm trying to do. And I will pick maybe 4 of those and blend it. I just have to see which ones, like I'm going to put them all on my palette and go from there. But those were the ones I initially just like hurried up and grabbed off my shelf, and I'm like, oh, this would be great, this would be great, and this would be great. So that's the plan for now. Oh, and I grabbed these little ones to match like the bottoms to match the dusty roses and the pinks and stuff. I don't know if you can see those. Okay, so that's my plan. I'm going to narrow the greens and the browns and things like that down, and then I'm going to come back tomorrow evening after I drop off some t-shirts to somebody that bought some from me. We met at the show, and she reached out and she said, can I get more shirts from you? I'm like, sure, no problem, I gotcha. So that's what we're going to do. I'll come back tomorrow. I'll have my paints figured out. Then I'm going to go ahead and just start stippling this with different colors. And you guys just have to trust the process with me, okay? And if it doesn't turn out, it's just paint and I can repaint it, right? Right. Okay. So you guys, thank you for joining me tonight, knowing what my plan is. I just wanted to let you guys know. It's so good to have you with me and following along in this process. And just cross your fingers and say a prayer for me that it turns out, because like Karen suggested, she has a really good plan to suggest to me, is to practice on like a spindle or something. But I'm just a girl that just goes for it. So I'm going for it. I like it like that. So that's what I'm going to do. All right, you guys, I'm confused. Will it be mostly her pink color? Yes, at the end it'll be mostly her pink color. The greens and everything, Karen, they'll go on the top, just at the edges and probably around the lip of it to blend in with this. So there won't be that much. That's why I said I'm going to narrow it down to just a few of these darker colors just to blend around the edges, just so it looks cohesive and it so the decoupage paper just doesn't cut off. Because there's probably maybe 1.5 to 2 inches the whole way, like on each side, that the paper doesn't reach. So I want to extend the look of the paper to the edges. And then I'm going to do the stippling and stuff underneath to give it some texture, but then her main color will go over all of that, and then I'm going to pull some of the darker shades out from underneath. But the main color, I'm hoping, if it goes well as it's going in my head, the main color will be her pink color. I think is how I plan it up here. I know it's hard to understand what's going on up here. Sometimes it's hard for me too. Okay, so that's the plan. Tomorrow, like I said, I have a drop off to do, and after that, I'm going to come back here and start painting this. I don't know if I'll do the decoupage first or the painting of the bottom first, but I think I might do the painting of the bottom first. Okay? All right. Thanks so much, you guys, and have a great night. Get some rest, and see you soon. Bye.